The fate of millions of school-going children relying on the National Government Constituency Development Fund (KITI) for their fees hangs in the balance after the National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yatani indicated that Treasury will not disburse funds allocated to the KITI due to the Supreme Court decision that it is illegal. Yatani, however, stated that they would be relying on the advice of the Attorney General over the legal quagmire after the NG-CDF board insisted that the act currently in use was not the one declared illegal, even as they challenged the outcome of the court. While the High Court had earlier on declared the CDF Act 2013 illegal as it interfered with the principle of separation of powers, the Supreme Court early last month upheld that decision, which has now left MPs questioning the fate of the KITI, as Chemutai Goin reports.
With less than a week to the start of the third term for schools, many pupils counting on the National Government Constituency Development Fund (KITI) to keep them in school are left in a dilemma, not sure what their fate will be, following this announcement by National Treasury CS Ukur Yatani.
The Supreme Court has made a pronouncement that CDF as it is illegal, and therefore we are not going to disburse funds, but we sought advice from the Attorney General for further direction, because I know it's a very sensitive matter. It's a matter that politicians, mainly the ones in the National Assembly, hold very dear. To some extent, it has also changed lives of the people, but also don't rule to a great extent. Also, there's been a lot of wastage in terms of the accounting and for resources.
While declaring the CDF Act 2013 unconstitutional, the court stated that its provisions violated the principle of separation of powers, appear to create a different level of revenue sharing, and that the Senate had not been involved in the approval of the amendments.
Whatever advice that you are going to get from the Attorney General is what we are going to go by. But as it is, it's been rendered illegal by the Supreme Court.
Members of Parliament have strongly defended CDF since it has influence on their political futures besides transforming lives. Its CEO Yusuf Mbonu, who addressed members albeit in a closed-door session, urged MPs to work with them in defending the NG-CDF Act 2015 currently in place and also to have the KITI entrenched in the Constitution.
Before we closed down on the 12th Parliament, we did make further amendments in 2022. So the act being used on CDF currently is a 2015, amended in 2022, and is not unconstitutional, and therefore CDF should be allowed to continue.
Other changes instituted include a change in the basis of allocation to have the number of wards per constituency as the main determinant. In this case, 75% of the total funds will be shared equally, with the remaining 25% based on number of wards. In the 2022-2023 financial year, 44.29 billion shillings has been allocated. 21 constituencies with 3 wards projected to receive 131.34 million shillings. 106 constituencies with 5 wards each will get 145 million shillings, while 7 constituencies with the highest number of wards pegged at 8 will each get 165 million shillings, among others. The NG-CDF board revealed the largest beneficiary of the KITI in terms of sector as education. Between 2016 and 2022, 71.36% of the funds had been channeled towards education, with other areas getting between 6 and 1%. Over the last 5 years, 6 million children have received bursaries to the tune of 57 billion shillings. Through the KITI, several learning institutions have received a facelift, others have been constructed afresh. MPs coming to the defense of the KITI, they said, leveled the playing field and provided sustainable development.
You have to tell us which new law are you going to have to bring money to help the schooling and infrastructure in schools.
The Dagoretti South constituency today is ready even for a CBC transition and an 844 transition, Standard 8 and Standard 6. Something that is not facilitated by the National Government Ministry of Education. These are classrooms and schools built by NG-CDF.
Between 2003 and 2023, the NG-CDF board disclosed that 417 billion shillings will have been channeled to the KITI. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.